Been famous for declining high. Kennedy rides the tackle,
brings it to ground level. A kick from Chera into bodies. Akers off to Chera. Beautiful left foot pass for 5 goals in a row. A curler, a magnificent curl that sets the Blue Brothers out of their seats.
Anticipating that kick, getting a turnover and keeping the ball in their forward half.
Hodgie, if you were the captain of these sides right now, what would you be saying to the ruckman?
50, because anything of late from the Carlton Football Club, they've won and just kept it in there.
Holding the ball, the intensity is up.
And they will be eyes glued right to the finish the way it's going. Kennedy.
Here comes Harry. Hands not able to complete the mark, but he turns it around, bounces it to Kennedy, and Blues have got their second. Through the hands of Prestia, Kennedy puts a ripping tackle on him. Kennedy. Can they hit the scoreboard with this momentum?
Sit down, Hewitt. Hand pass to Kennedy. Blues come forward again in the Curnow direction. Got it again.
As soon as you get him back shoulder.
You're gone there, aren't you? And that was a good kick. Curnow identified that space. 10 or so minutes. Charlie Curnow and Mackay again. Charlie a chance. Kennedy picks it up. It looks definitely, as Danger said, more relaxed than Carmani. Kennedy, powerful bump, and then in the Curnow direct. Koenig slaps it down. There is.
Davies Uniacke does.
There's facing some heavy pressure.
Down the race, so expecting him to make his way up at some point, but whether or not he's injected back in the game.
Test. Fisher slung. They work it back. Sheasel, Davies Uniacke, Kennedy.
In an area that North clearly have room to work on.
Kai leading up. That's Kennedy. Tackle dispossessed. Ford wants to take them on.
I think a bit of Beethoven potentially.
He went over on, has gone to the bench rather than going straight down the race. That is good news, and good news.
Zaro thought he'd clear some space for Zerha, but it was taken away by Carroll.
Blues defence working overtime for now. His hands were sharp. Hollins, Kennedy, Frederick did well. Just to disrupt enough to force run and jump. They rise, no mark. Kennedy, they'll go again.
Enabled him to get there.
Here's this corridor stuff we've seen a little bit of early.
Yeah, Hollins more expansive that time to jumps off the 2 feet. Banfield knows he's going to be tackled. And that was his way out. Kennedy, not the best of handballs, made life tough. Cleared everyone, so now the Newman. Kennedy, Fogarty cops it. Kennedy to Cottrell. He's in midfielder, but they have a surplus. And so he has to play a roll up forward. And if you're forward, you've got to kick goals. And that is a go-ahead goal in a game where there's hardly been any.
Tug of the jump.
Yeah, there's no doubt that the jumper came away from the body.
But it's game over. It's game Carlton. They have gathered and won their first ever game at the fly. He leaves it for Harry. He did fly in the end. Nice work from Kennedy. Search on the wing has made a bright start. Pops the little kick for Kennedy to Crouch.
Again, just even that one from Rankin.
It's a couple they've let go. It's going to bounce back out quickly. Cripps to Kennedy and then to Harry, who's
23 times they've taken 4 inside 50 marks. And they've just got to try and find some easier targets inside. I know they've got the big boys, Charlie and Harry, all deep.
Williams, and it's Kennedy who takes the kick into the 50, and it's a good one.
If you can come up at the footy like this and you get blokes delivering like that, you're unstoppable.
Once the clearances he's gained.
And O'Brien, that's why Rackman aren't often at yards. Legged out of there, Saligo, but he lets himself down with the kick.
It's not getting out.
Yep, the hunt continues. Kennedy, they probe again. Here comes Mackay, but it's Cripps.
Saligo, he thinks he's out. He thinks he's gone. Nah, turnover. Back it comes. So all the cards are on the table. This is how we're going to play. This is what we're going to do. What have you got? What have you...
Laird, Perry, they converge on him and converge on him quickly.
Great centre bounce clearance.
Back in the middle to Koenig this time against Briggs and Cripps. Cottrell's done it again, a handy goal. He's kicked Sickler on Cripps. Akers, little reflex handballs, dangerous kick Cowan.
Well controlled by Kennedy, very well controlled. Tremendous contest, Daniels edges the kick, Green and Kennedy more than a match in the air.
Just put that 3 centre bounce goal quarter for Carlton into perspective. The last 9.
The forwards hold, Aliir got there that time before Mackay. Now Kennedy knew what was coming out. Down Hewitt onto the left. Up to meet it, Kennedy. Whitfield to Bedford. In a rush it comes. It could have gone anywhere. Now well judged. He's grown in stature today as well. Kennedy. The crowd are roaring here at Marvel. It's not what transpires. Almost thrown out that time from off to Carroll, to Kennedy, who's enjoying his 100th game. All the moves, the little fella, but can't get through. Knocked away Young. They'll come again, but maybe that's the moment they'll live to regret. Sets it up to Coning at the back. And his 100th! Oh, Matthew Kennedy will celebrate that with glee. She's all over at Marvel. Bluer than blue.
To cap off the day.
Not sure he's ever kicked a goal quite like that before. He shoots, he scores.
From set shots, 5 straight to 1-3.
Pins is the sub for the Blues as Kelly and Duncan puts his head in the hole and is still feeling it. Parfitt, Green. Play on! There's Durden. Parfitt got a hand in Kennedy to Coning. Tumbling down under the pressure, which continues. Hollins! That's a mighty snap! Geelong back out to an 18-point gap, and that time there's the free kick advantage taken by Kennedy, thrusting it forward. Good spoil from Henry. It was 18-point lead. They're at it again in the middle, and Dangerfield not allowed to be released by Kennedy, although 5 years.
Gee, they needed it. It's a big one-on-one win.
Let's see what it's going to create. Kennedy, so far, so good. They get to half forward, really expecting it, so it's a high kick. Great courage from O'Connor. Great spillage work, though, from Akers to facilitate Kennedy on the bounce. Not perfect. Charlie gets it anyway, and Charlie delivers. Tui kept in. How clever was that? And what a great tackle was that. Great response from Kennedy. Get 5 metres of space. Kennedy's grateful for it. Interesting looking kick, and it dropped perfectly. He'll say it was all in the design. Kennedy tries to turn it Carlton's way, and now he turns tackler on Carroll and Hollins. Tui. Cowan zips the kick back towards Kennedy. Knows he can't go the distance. Finds a solution to Kennedy. Kennedy's been hitting the scoreboard regularly this season. 5 goals, 2 coming in today. Delivers another one. Some Carlton fans have left the MCG. They better come back.
Finally, a couple of good shots from set shot positions, and they close the gap to 20 points. 4 minutes 19 on the clock.
Oh, you need a big centre bounce goal.
Durden turns and looks up for the sub. Kennedy. An infringement by Noble. Kennedy inside the centre square, very close to the man on the mark. Here comes Curnow. Lipinski. Elliott tried to turn him inside out. Kennedy.
Little soccer from Sparrow inside 50. Kennedy spins away, underground hand pass.
To Coning in front off, hands out the back. McDonald under Kennedy pressure. Kennedy to Owies. Owies for his 3rd. Billings gave it to Vine. He immediately realised he shouldn't have because...
The run.
Me.
Hand pass to Billings. An awkward hand pass, didn't hit it well. When Turner picks up, he is gone.
We get police.
That was a good effort.
A great effort, a great scramble by the Carlton defence. Hung in there.
Time back on.
Might have been held. Florent came through. Kennedy.
McGovern's kick is precision-like to Kennedy. Kennedy immediately.
Heaney. That's possession number 10 for him.
Up, swatted the ball down well. Cripps. They're away.
Play on.
Oh.
You've got to... This one's a bit more hurried. It's going to work. A floater to Kennedy.
Outside 5.
You're not going to release the Walsh tag, though, are you?
No, not when the momentum's going Sydney's way.
Inside for Kern.
what they're best at, BT, and they're so good in close around the contest and clearance. Start doing that. That's where they got their big advantage at the start.
So here goes Kennedy. De Koning.
And Warner's off.
He's got nothing, though.
I think he knew that, so he took Kennedy on.
Carlton now through the middle with Carroll. Carroll goes long and deep inside 50. Kennedy takes the mark to kick Carlton's second goal. Got the first goal of the quarter. They're perhaps getting the last goal of this third quarter as well.
Use the strength to win the contest. Grabs it out. Wobbles it forward. Sam Walsh in the pink boots. Left foot. Blues have done all the running early. They're lining up. They had Kennedy or McGovern. Kennedy on the spread to Akers from behind. He competed with Wicks in the end. It's been fantastic. Mackay, Kennedy, Anderson, Sexton stripped of it. Agitated.
Not happy.
Turned it over though on the exit. Wicks with the palm. De Koning with the clearance. Work out nicely to Kennedy. Ben King. Perfect out of the middle. Down towards Kennedy. Flows onto the right. Close he goes to ground. Kennedy gives it back. Owies. Little slider in the pocket. Kennedy.
Play on.
Hooks it absolutely superbly. Blues fans enjoy it. And once again, they're back out by 17.
Draw the opposition players like bees to a honeypot. And
The Suns have been valiant, but they might get blown out of the water late. Get out of the ruck. Walsh, Kennedy, he's had a good afternoon. What about this battle? Andrew,
Burgoyne, another kick smothered in tight.
Key component in his side, De Koning. Cripps, strong as. Kennedy, evasive.
Ridley.
Went looking for Kennedy, who spoils Setterfield. Drives it inside 50. Kennedy's back there. Start, Newman. Straight up the middle to Kennedy.
And he continues.
Kennedy picks it up, faces forward. Is there a free up there?
Gresham, the crumb. Langford ducks under Kennedy.
Hoists it in the Curnow direction. Now
to 35. De Koning again gets hands on it in the middle.
Kennedy. Blues out everywhere. Polajasny in all sorts of trouble. Just got the handball away. But Kennedy can pick and choose from here.
Caught in the end. They'll clear it. Duncan's right in the hunt here. Now as he dragged it in. Big decision here.
Hawkins. Turnover. Kennedy. Players here. Tommy De Koning, one of them. Kennedy busy early. Clever to Williams. This time Sam jumps in, but Walsh brings it away. Kennedy. Chincotta's been tried to punch his way through. Blitzar's taken. Superb. Really difficult ball to handle. Pop up, and that might be 50. For an important early strike here for the Blues. And he has got it.
He played through the midfield, but as you said, he can push forward and kick a goal.
It's a good setup from the Tigers. Newman will go short, and here's Kennedy.
Got the overlap, and Akers uses that to put
His footy club down in Albany. In WA, Kennedy's going to cut that off. Now to Walsh.
Mock that up out of defensive 50.
Walsh to Akers. Akers to Kennedy. Kennedy to Cripps. Cripps through the middle of the ground. Gives them a chance if they can get someone on the end of this. Kennedy does well. Williamson plays on from outside the boundary, and down low is Kennedy.
Bet Josh Cater checked with us downstairs, but geez, he's been a monster of a player.
No, he hasn't quite right.
Kennedy. Tracking it through was Cowan. Couldn't make it work. Kennedy. When the action is going on and the noises. Down here now. They have indeed. Here they go again. Loading up. The build-up is good. Fogarty! Look at this!
3 goals. Bolton won't get through that traffic.
Wants to see this midfield really play together, so...
Back to Chincotta, very unselfishly. Kennedy to kick the goal, and he does.
Ward. Handball was intercepted by Chera. Got it back to Matty Kennedy. Mackay is in good touch and
scores a goal.
Yeah, that's got a sting. Kennedy gets rid of his man. Boots it down the wing. Kennedy in best position against Iden. Fantasia leaves it for De Koning, who bounces it to Kennedy. They sweep for
suddenly they need Paddy Cripps back involved.
Goes to a contest. Williams at the front. So often in the second term, it's looked like Fonte, Cornelio, gone.
Blown away since then. Can they get one here? Fogarty out the back. Kennedy.
There's the aggressive kick. McGovern inside 50. Good ball movement to Kennedy. 10-6 for the season. He slots that one. And the Blues edge closer.
Just making sure that player in Iden can't jump against Harry and Mackay.
Plenty of
Harry.
Off hands. Owies. Kennedy. Bananas at goalward. That's a classy finish.
Game and 21 disposal. He plays a crucial role down there. And the Giants have got to find a way out of here. We speak about this.
And for Williams with injury to Cowan. It's ahead at one stage. Controlling matters. That was
for the Blues today. Wiedering out wide. Kennedy, good swoop on it. Cherry, front spot. Thumps it down. Kennedy got it to Walsh. Oh, it's a mongrel kick that. And it works. The half century brought up with a ripper.
You always got to weigh that up with the player playing well and then...
Towed off the deck by Wardlaw. Into some space. Kennedy made the commitment. Their side now. 2-goal game. Game 50 for the Blues. Kennedy. Over the head of Ollie Horantois, wasn't. Curtis stalking it. Kennedy got there first. Got the handball up.
To chip it around and not really take risks.
Mackay came hard, good hands.
The spin impressive. Motlop, Kennedy, little left footer, beautiful.
15 minutes. Butters hasn't touched it in that time, so it's not hurting.
Great kick. Curnow, bit of a bounce. Here they go, the Blues. Open ground. Kennedy can nearly go all the way. And he gets the first of the second. It was indeed, but how it can look from an umpire's point of view, Richo.
Yeah. Walsh. Curnow with a hand in. Kennedy out the back. Centering ball here for Motlop. Beautifully done. Gettable one to Carroll. Kennedy's out. Kennedy! Fantastic!
That allowed Carlton to readjust, get some players rushing inside 50, and then a great contested mark to Kennedy, who is good overhead.
Shouldn't miss from there, and he hasn't.
Hits Carroll. The Carroll rolls into his left. It's a great mark there. Ooh.
Flew with the big boys. Burgoyne, did he have a chance to get rid of it? Chera, Kennedy, Hollins. Is he within range here?
Kennedy with a couple of feet in the air, and he managed to do it.
Curnow, Kennedy, the sub from 50. Motlop strains. Motlop gets there.
Back to Newman. Sliced his way through some traffic. Kennedy started as the sub. Can they build something here? Curnow.
If we can get a wide shot that disconnected the ground, trying to make it easier and have space to work into.
Shrugs one, shrugs two, pumps a handball to Kennedy. He's immediately confronted, throws his boot at it. This will work for the Blues.
In this quarter, back to 8 points. Huge centre clearance coming up. The champ crew,
Bottom of that, slaps it out, keeps it moving. Long immediately tackled. He's still sore. Kennedy, straight lines have been huge in the last turn. Wins the football over the head of Mackay.
A little luck on his side there, Akers. Not perfect on the handball. Good adjustment by Kennedy.
Mackay, you just see here the difference in...
Chalchanur, his captain, was. So that was all very systematic. Kennedy's kick is okay to Mackay. Short to Williams. They plot a path through the middle. Kennedy, one more give. Hewitt gave the hands, but he did wait a moment, which meant that Kennedy copped it. Out to Williams. Feel like they're right on the edge at the moment. Williams has kicked back through the middle. Well taken by Kennedy. been one of their best again. His 18th disposal. To Hewitt, the lead will come. Different route through the middle. It's Walsh and it's Hollins. And out wide for Kennedy. That Carlton fans will probably want to forget quickly.
Trips with strength to Walsh, fed it inboard. Kennedy, great chain of handballs. The finish not quite there, but Akers on the goal line. Ball spills away. Wilson trying to lay the tackle. Fed him.
Owies, they need to be clean. Kennedy slots it, and they're alive in the hunt for a spot in the top 8, the Blues.
It sounds this maybe is how Carlton has to score today. Scrappy footy, but clean.
Hewitt over the top. Now they look up. Durden goes short, and Kennedy, well, he might be the man. This goes in short, and again Kennedy takes a mark inside 50. Long way out, so it goes with a short pass, and they claim the mark.
Back into the ruck.
He wins a clean hit out down. Hoping for Cripps, found Kennedy. And they've been inside 50, just working harder again. They ripped it away from the Eagles, and they're ripping the game away from them. Kennedy pouncing to kick the goal.
Fumble, and then Hewitt goes, no worries, I'll mop it up. We kick a goal.
Gave it to Binns, who's getting a couple of important possessions at the moment in game 2. Found Kennedy.
Jimmy to lay the tackle. Carroll was good enough to get it forward to Kennedy, and they can break out the back again, and Kemp
handled that pretty easily, the Blues.
Collins goes through the middle. Jinby over the top, needed to spoil because the blue in front was Kennedy, who claimed the mark. And they can roll through the corridor.
Blues have got some form back. Might have some selection issues next week.
Back in, Ryan scooting across the turf, trying to do too much.
Managed to get it out somehow to Kennedy. He gets it clear to Hewitt. Maybe for the opening goal, but Blues fans are up.
Kennedy, centering ball, Akers under it, Wanganeen Miller just needs to get a hand to it.
For these young players that they got in this side, and Matt Kennedy, a great squaring play.
Is it down and releases Hewitt. Hewitt kicks to Kennedy. Beautiful play.
You see a ruckman body off and then pull it forward of the stoppage. Usually that's a wrap off the hip.
Filippo can't mark, stock up, got himself into trouble.
Kemp was there. Kennedy and Sinclair go at it.
Webster to steal, he's caught. Carlton's hunger levels right off to Clark. Steele turns it over. Kennedy's opportunity.
And he takes them on in the middle, Kennedy.